Hi, today we're going to present you the top 10 foods to kill cancer proven by research studies and some background information around the topic. Before starting this talk, we need to make a big sincere wish. We wish you all be cancer-free and be in best health till the end of your life. We wish speedy recovery for the ones suffering from cancers and all types of diseases. May all beings be at ease and in good health. Awake your healing power existing inside. There is nothing you can't do. Don't ever lose hope. Okay, let's get started. When treating cancers, first you should know about the disease well. So first, we thought of giving a brief introduction on cancer. Cancer is a disease resulting from uncontrolled growth and division of abnormal cells. We're going to put this into simple words for your understanding now. As you can see in this figure, in our body, undifferentiated cells are dividing always to give rise new cells, and the old cells are dying as they can't perform efficiently. We call it a programmed cell death. When cells are dividing, cells can get damaged or have abnormalities. For example, when you're photocopying a large number of papers, sometimes one or two papers or several papers will get damaged or ink is not good, or not copied well. Such that, when making new cells, cells can get damaged. There is a process called apoptosis where damaged cells are removed and recycled, as they can't function properly or repair itself properly. When cells lose their ability to undergo apoptosis, these damaged cells also start to replicate and survive longer. Thus, a large number of wrong cells are copied. We call it as uncontrolled growth. To tell you further about how a cell becomes cancer cell, these include both external cues, such as molecular signals, and internal cues, such as DNA damage. Cues like these act by changing the activity of core cell cycle regulators inside the cell. We simply call them as mutations. Mutations can happen by chance when a cell is dividing. As cancer cells are very active, they can increase more reactive oxygen species and oxygen radical formation, that lead to DNA damage and thus mutations and increase cell proliferation further. That's why people think having food with good antioxidants can heal cancers. So now we know cancer cells are a cell that has achieved a sort of immortality. Unlike normal cells that stop growing at a certain point, cancer cells continue to divide out of control. Unlike normal cells that remain in the region where they began, cancer cells have the ability to both invade nearby tissues and spread to distant regions of the body. The bad thing is it's too late when people come to know they have a cancer inside their bodies because they show the signs and symptoms more towards the final stages of cancer. Before knowing about the food that can cure cancer, it's important to know what lifestyles you can change as well. You should not take alcohol, processed meat, processed foods, too much sugar, and you should change diet, and should not have heavy workload or get stressed. Stop worrying too much and abandon your past mistakes. Be religious as possible. Think positively and most importantly, keep hope. Awake your healing power existing inside. So today we're going to tell you top 10 foods reported by scientists that are known to be killing cancer cells and how or why. Therefore, you can protect your own body. Before going forward, we need to tell you that we have noticed that almost all the natural fruits and vegetables have some anti-cancer properties. But you need to choose them wisely. People who eat more vegetables and fruits are known to have a lower risk of a wide range of cancers. You need to choose these foods depending on the medical history you have. Some people are allergic to some sort of foods. Some foods are specific to cure a specific type of cancers. Don't be afraid of family history and genetic. You can do. People also get discouraged after hearing cancer is a genetic disease. But we can assure you that changing your lifestyle and diet can cure cancer for sure. We have heard a lot of stories of survivors though they had a family history. You can do it. Change the way you think. There is nothing you can't do. Let's awake your healing power existing inside. Let's do it. Now we'll tell you top 10 foods. First one is mushroom. Medicinal mushrooms are mushrooms that are used as medicine. They have been used to treat infection for hundreds of years, mostly in Asia. Today, medicinal mushrooms are also used to treat lung diseases and cancer. For more than 30 years, medicinal mushrooms have been approved as an addition to standard cancer treatments in Japan and China. In these countries, mushrooms have been used safely for a long time, either alone or combined with radiation or chemotherapy. In Asia, there are more than 100 types of mushrooms used to treat cancer. Some of the more common ones are Ganoderma lucidum, or reishi, Trametes versicolor, or Coriolis versicolor, or turkey tail, Lentinus edodes, or shiitake, and Grifola frondosa, or maitake. Mushrooms are being studied to find out how they affect the immune system and if they stop or slow the growth of tumors or kill tumor cells. It is thought that certain chemical compounds, such as polysaccharides, or beta-glucans, in turkey tail mushrooms, strengthen the immune system to fight cancer. Carotenoids, alkaloids, phenolics, vitamin C, polysaccharides, and glycoglycerolipids found in dark green leafy vegetables can act as antioxidants and boost the body's own antioxidant defenses. These defenses help stop free radicals from damaging DNA that can lead to cancer. Seaweed extracts have carotenoids and phenolics that scavenge free radical and inhibit 5 different human cancer cell lines such as lung, breast, cervical, colorectal, and gastric cancers. Yucuma cotton is an example for such seaweed. Fucoid polysaccharide in brown seaweeds have anti-cancer properties and can treat breast and lung cancers. Spinach glycoglycerolipids, carotene, vitamin C, fiber have inhibitory effect on cancer cell proliferation and protect from colon, ovarian, endometrial, lung, and colorectal cancers. The vitamin C in kale is also a powerful antioxidant and helps to inhibit formation of carcinogens. A study at Meiji University in Japan showed that carbazole alkaloids in curry leaves had a strong influence on cancer cells, especially colorectal cancer, leukemia, and prostate cancer. So drinking curry leaves water is a great way to protect your body against malignancy. Not only these, there are many more green leafy vegetables that can cure cancers and used by our ancestors since a long time. Over a decade of research has shown that extracts of pomegranate fruit can inhibit growth of breast, lung, prostate, and colon cancer cells in culture. Rich source of tannins, flavonols, anthocyanins, ellagic acid, tannins, and vitamin C promote antioxidant activity to combat cancers. Pomegranate also contains compounds, such as luteolin and punicic acid, that stop the development of blood vessels in tumors. Preventing blood vessels in a tumor from growing also prevents any nutrients from getting to the tumor. So, the tumor essentially starves. Extracts of pomegranate fruit have also been shown to destroy some tumor cells directly. Components of the pomegranate extract seem to target and shut down essential pathways inside of cancer cells. Shutting down these pathways results in the cancer cell dying. Wood apple has shown to have anti-proliferative, anti-mutagen, and anti-cancer properties. Many anti-cancer agents are derived from wood apple that inhibit the growth of tumor, inhibit the cancer cell growth, and prevent the spread of cancer cells to other parts of the body. Furthermore, it also prevents the multiplication of cancer cells, especially in case of breast cancer. Soursop contains more than 200 phytochemicals, which are compounds that are known to have anti-cancer effects that can cure lymphocytic leukemia, breast, prostate, and liver cancer. Research also shows that soursop has natural cytotoxicity effects. They have discovered that the fruit inhibited the growth of leukemia cancer cells by disrupting matrix metalloproteinase, or MMP, generating reactive oxygen species, ROS, and arresting the G0 and G1 cell cycle. Agal marmelos or bael fruit extract can cure breast cancers. Leaf extract is found to be very effective against various tumor cell lines including breast cancer cell line MCF7 and MDA-MB231, and it also has anti-neoplastic effects on the Ehrlich ascites carcinoma in Swiss albino mice. Leaf extract also has cytotoxic effect and decreased viability of cells. It is important to keep in mind not to add sugars while taking these fruits because sugars provide energy for cancer cell to grow. Probiotics such as yogurt and curd and also jelly-like foods help combating cancers. An Irish team of scientists based at University College Cork has found that probiotic yogurt could revolutionize the battle against cancer. Researchers at the Cork Cancer Research Centre have found that harmless or beneficial bacteria from probiotic yogurt, such as bifidobacteria, naturally travels through the body and can grow inside tumors which can be modified and used as a tool to deliver drugs in the future. Further, different meta-analyses suggest that an intake of probiotic foods such as yogurt may help in reducing the risk of lung cancer and colorectal polyps and in reducing diarrhea after radiation treatment for cancer and infection rates after colon cancer surgery. Sauerkraut have beneficial lactic acid bacteria that have found to have anti-cancer properties. Jelly-like substance keep the lining of colon moist and lubricated and improve bowel movements. Royal jelly has been noted as a possible way to inhibit cancer growth. It has been found to stop blood supply to cancer cells, thereby halting their growth. The fatty components of royal jelly have estrogenic effects. However, there are debates on this royal jelly. Again, keep in mind not to add sugars while taking these probiotics and jelly-like foods, as sugars provide energy for cancer cell to grow. Antioxidant capabilities of anthocyanins have intrigued researchers for years. There are lots of berry types that are known to have anti-cancer properties, for example blueberries, cranberries, raspberries, and blackcurrants. They are rich in phytochemicals such as anthocyanins, vitamin C, fiber, flavonoids, and ellagic acid that are responsible for good antioxidant properties. For example, by studying human cervical cancer cell lines, a team of researchers discovered that adding blueberry extract to radiation therapy can significantly improve treatment efficacy. While radiation therapy alone reduced the number of cancer cells by 20%, the blueberry extract alone led to a 25% reduction in cancer cells. However, when the blueberry extract and radiation therapy were combined, the number of human cervical cancer cells fell by around 70%. There are many records showing several other berries also have lots of anti-cancer properties. Again, keep in mind not to add sugars while taking these fruits, as sugars provide energy for cancer cell to grow. Carrot and beetroot juice help people with cancer on its own or combined with chemotherapy and radiation. Carrots contain high amounts of beta-carotene, and beet contain betaine pigments which can prevent certain types of cancer due to antioxidant and thus anti-cancer properties, such as colon and breast cancer. Betaine is also mildly effective against prostate and pancreatic cancer cells. Polyacetylene such as fulcarenol in carrots decrease cancer cell growth and increase cancer cell death in cell and animal studies. Fulcarenol and luteolin in carrots reawakens silence cancer suppressor genes and restores our body's capacity to regulate cell division and destroy abnormal cells. But diabetic patients need to keep in mind that beets and carrots contain higher amounts of carbs, and because of this, can raise blood sugar much faster than non-starchy veggies. It is recommended to limit starchy veggies to a half-cup serving per day and pairing them with foods that contain healthy veggies and fruits to reduce the glycemic response. The role of brassica plants in cancer prevention and treatments is a hot topic in research. There are so many studies published already and most seem very promising so far. This tells us how important to add more of these vegetables into our diet. Crucifers break down cancer-causing agents that enter our bodies. Sulforaphane and cranberry are phytochemicals in cruciferous vegetables that can stimulate enzymes in the body to detoxify carcinogens. Thus, crucifers help protect us against the things that cause cancer. Cruciferous vegetables protect normal cells from DNA damage. Antioxidants in these plants can neutralize free radicals that can damage cell DNA and lead to cancer. In fact, this is so powerful, these veggies can reduce our levels of oxidative stress by as much as 22% in a very short time. So, eating these veggies can protect us from cancer. These veggies increase the death of cancer cells. Indole 3-carbinol can balance estrogens, which helps in breast and prostate cancers. But this compound, among others, can also boost and strengthen our immune system to kill cancer cells. Crucifer compounds stop blood vessels from developing inside tumors. Glucosinolates are sulfur-containing compounds that fight cancer. Sulfur is what causes that unique pungent smell if these foods are overcooked. But these smelly compounds are also exciting cancer researchers. These compounds can protect against and help fight cancers such as breast, brain, blood, bone, colon, stomach, liver, lung, mouth, pancreatic, prostate, and potentially many others. These compounds can kill cancer cells and also stop blood vessels from developing inside tumors. Thus, the cancerous tumors are starved of nutrients and oxygen. Without nutrients, tumors don't grow and may even shrink. Mangroves are potential and novel source of anti-cancer drugs that regulate cancer pathways and stimulate the immune system. Mangrove plants contain rich source of anti-cancer products including steroid, triterpenoids, saponins, flavonoids, alkaloids, and tannins. As they are living under harsh conditions near oceans, those plants produces a lot of antioxidants to protect themselves. Drugs made from mangrove plants have shown an impressive ability to fight lung cancer, in particular. Scientists studying leaves from mangrove trees in India have found an anti-cancer molecule that could be used to prevent or cure lung cancer, along with leukemia and breast cancer. Scientists also have found more potential anti-cancer molecules produced from mangrove-associated bacteria than researchers have found in most other marine habitats. Black tea extracted from the mangrove plant Cervical has proved to possess potential oral anti-cancer effect. Acanthus illicifolius has received considerable attention due to its wide range of secondary metabolites including steroids, glycosides, saponins, flavonoids, alkaloids, and tannins, and its traditional usage in Indian and Chinese system of medicine, and it has anti-cancer activity. Bioactive compounds contained in the plant extract of Acanthus illicifolius was shown to be effective in preventing DNA alterations and significantly inhibited the proliferation of ascites tumor. There are many mangrove plants that have been identified to be having anti-cancer properties. However, we need to increase scientific research to explore more and introduce them to people. Using tea as an anti-cancer agent is still on debate. However, there are published articles even in the Nature journal to prove that teas have wonderful health benefits and treat cancers. Tea or tea extracts have demonstrated effective prevention or growth inhibition of a wide variety of cancers. Green tea's medicinal properties are primarily linked to a family of compounds known as catechins, including epigallocatechin gallate or EGCG. EGCG and other catechins can also prevent formation of toxic reactive oxygen species, or ROS, which can inflict severe cellular damage and promote cancerous growth. A recent study also shows that matcha green tea, or MGT, inhibits the propagation of cancer stem cells, or CSCs, by targeting mitochondrial metabolism, glycolysis, and multiple cell signaling pathways. Such that, there are lots of herbal teas consumed in tropical countries. Not only tea leaves, they use different other plants to make consumable drinks which have good health benefits. If scientists could study further on different tea and leafy extract types which have anti-cancer properties, doctors can recommend them with proper evidence. Spices have been widely used as food flavorings and folk medicines for thousands of years. Numerous studies have documented the antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and immunomodulatory effects of spices, which might be related to prevention and treatment of several cancers, including lung, liver, breast, stomach, colorectal, cervix, and prostate cancers. Several spices are potential sources for prevention and treatment of cancers, such as curcuma longa or turmeric, nigella sativa or black cumin, zingiber officinale or ginger, allium sativum or garlic, crocus sativus or saffron, piper nigrum or black pepper, capsicum annum or chili pepper, cinnamomum verum or cinnamon, Elateria cardamomum or cardamom, and Syzygium aromaticum or clove, which contains several important bioactive compounds, such as curcumin, thymoquinone, piperine, and capsaicin. The main mechanisms of action include inducing apoptosis, inhibiting proliferation, migration and invasion of tumors, and sensitizing tumors to radiotherapy and chemotherapy. For instance, turmeric has curcumin, an active polyphenol that can inhibit cancer cell growth. Hot pepper has capsaicin, a powerful antioxidant, and also beta-carotene which prevent cancer cell growth. Saffron has a water-soluble carotenoid called crocins that inhibit cancer cell growth. Garlic is the most powerful anti-cancer spice and help boosting your immune. Not only spices, you can consume herbs such as thyme, oregano, lavender, Centella asiatica, and also lemon, honey as well. Interestingly, one study shows that Centella asiatica juice can reduce liver tumor cells and potential to use to treat liver cancers. Oregano has high antioxidant capacity that slows cancer cell growth and promotes cell death. Further, honey is also used to cure oral, breast, osteosarcoma, and cervical cancers. Scientists have found that honey therapy can lower tumor proliferation by arresting cell cycle. So when you're cooking your meal, it's best to add some herbs or spices too. According to American Institute for Cancer Research, no single food can protect you against cancer by itself. But research shows that a diet filled with a variety of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, beans, and other plant foods helps lowering risk for many cancers. In laboratory studies, many individual minerals, vitamins, and phytochemicals demonstrate anti-cancer effects. By including more foods that fight cancer into your diet, you will help reduce your risk of developing cancer. When making extracts from fruits, don't add any additional sugars. The sugar itself in the natural food is enough for your body. More sugar will provide more energy for cancer cell growth. For the patients who have a history of diabetes, try to minimize sugar-containing fruits and vegetables such as carrots, beets and so on, and supplement them with other vegetables or raw fruits. In the above list, we have mentioned only 10 types. But according to research studies, there are many more natural fruits and vegetables that can cure cancers. For instance, in tropical countries, they have a wide variety of rice and other grains that have lots of anti-cancer properties. If you are a researcher, you can study more on these grains as well, and if you're a doctor, work with plant scientists and traditional or Ayurvedic medicine to know more. So we can recommend natural fruits, vegetables and other healthy foods for patients. We hope you got a basic idea on foods that can use to treat cancers. We wish you good health. Don't ever lose hope. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe our channel and like us. Let us know your opinions as well.